Here they all come. They see me up here and they think they're getting food, but they're not. I wanted to show you something. And this is actually, there is a plant that I found last year that I want to test out as a mannerly ground cover. It's a wild cucumber, but I am suddenly finding it popping up everywhere, which could be a good sign and could be a bad sign. But then I came back here, and this is actually quite interesting. If you see all of that growth all over the floor, all over the dividers, growing up the walls, all of that is the wild cucumber. Now, this area is in full shade most of the day. It is western facing, so it could be that it's doing that simply because it has the ideal conditions. Now, there's a lot of fruit in there, and the chickens love it. They're not actually allowing much of it to go to seed because they're tearing into those berries as soon as the berries are visible. So, and I don't mind it. I don't mind. But as I said, I'm thinking about this as possibly a mannerly ground cover. Hold on just a minute. Let me get a shovel. I want to try something. I have some of these inside. But I want to check the root structure. Oh, and I closed the gate. Oh well. Okay. I want to check the root structure because there have been other things that I thought would make good ground covers, and they're just, and they create this thick mat of roots that just take over everything and don't allow anything through. So I need to verify what the root structure is. Hold on. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is see if it is rooting at nodes. And, okay, it appears that it is. It is rooting at the nodes. So any place this reaches the ground, it starts to root. Okay, so that could be a positive or a negative depending on the circumstances. I'm going to pull some of this back. It's got lots of possible root nodes. You can see it's got roots going down there, roots going down there, but what I want to find is where it came from. And I think it's right here. Hold on just a minute. Let's see if I can get this out. Okay, I want to find out what the actual root structure is like. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to lift this up. Okay, I think the center of it is where the shovel is right now. It seems to grow around other plants. So I'm going to get this out and try and see if we can find out whether or not this is going to be a strangling vine. It doesn't grow up. It's got lots and lots of fruit in there. If you can see that. Those are green because they haven't been able to get the sun. lots of fruit. Okay. It does not appear to have a deep root system. That's what I'm trying to find out. If it has what kind of a root system it has. Okay, so some of it see what we've got here. Come on. A lot of fruit. I don't know if you can see those. A lot of fruit in there. Okay, so it appears to have only woven around this. It does not appear that this is the main clump. Okay, so let's see if we can, because the way it puts down roots, it looks like it's very shallow rooted. I may be wrong, but it looks like it's pretty shallow rooted. And the roots, or the stem, is right, the main stem is right here. Get some of this out of here. Okay. The main stem is right here. So I'm going to dig that up and see if we can identify how it's actually rooting. And I'm doing this, there are several other clumps, and it is growing let's see if we can. Okay, it's got pretty strong roots. See if we can get that main root out. See if we can. Okay, so this is the primary root, and you can see all of the secondary root mass. So this is one way that this could probably help, is to just get organics down into the soil. It has a pretty strong root mass. Here's the main root. And then it spreads, doesn't seem to spread from the root, but it seems to spread by the stem. So this was the stem connection here. And then the root was connected right there, and it came off when I took it. Okay, so it's got a lot of root mass. I think this will be really good at fixing my clay soil. It does not appear to be, and I may be entirely wrong, but it does not appear to be the type of thing that will strangle. It might smother, but it does not appear to be the type of thing that will strangle. So I think, and it doesn't climb, or at least in my garden, it hasn't climbed anything. So I'm going to leave this one for this year, and there are 4 or 5 other places in the garden that have it. I'm going to leave it and see what happens next year, and plant things immediately around it. I'm going to do things that are tall, like the corn, possibly the corn or the hibiscus, or things that will grow up, and hopefully find out if this can improve the soil and also if it can be a mannerly ground cover. Talk with you later.